Miss, are you currently dating someone? Yes, but they live in another nation. What nation? My imagination.
Welcome back to my channel. I'm starting a new series. Yay! Welcome to my series Road to DVM. So for any of you guys who are like, what's DVM? DVM stands for Doctorates of Veterinary Medicine. And so yes, I want to be a vet. I've always wanted to be a vet. It's been a little delayed, but I'm getting there. So just going to go ahead and welcome you all to my new series. This is just a little sneak peek of what's going to happen. I'm posting the first video this Friday, so be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and then also click that notification bell so that you can be notified when these videos come out and any of my other videos. But yeah, let's go ahead and look at this sneak peek. But I end up going to Grand Valley. So for my college years, I did graduate. I will say with that, my overall GPA ended up being, I believe, a 2.6. Yeah, y'all. Ended up being 2.6. And if I had a chance, I don't think I would do it over again. I don't think I would do it over again, not because I can't, but because it took me to where I needed to go. I've always been smart. It's just I didn't put that effort in. So if anybody, let me just stop here. If there's anyone that is not excelling as much as they think they should, you are very smart. You're intelligent. Don't ever let society and their standards or these numbers define your level of intelligence. Okay, we thank the people for setting these things, but we don't abide by their standards. We are chosen people. Ephesians 2:6 says that we are seated in heavenly positions. So don't ever get discouraged. And if you are, tell yourself that you are the head and not the tail. There's nothing that you can't do. So don't be discouraged. Pick it up and keep moving forward. And then also, don't be afraid to ask that you and tell people you need help. One thing I didn't do was tell people I needed help, because everybody saw me like, Asia, you smart. Because even with all of that, I catch on to things easily. And that's why I'm like, these numbers defining your level, okay, that ain't got nothing to do with how smart you are. People have different things that affect their test taking, So don't feel discouraged. Like, you got this. And I'm so happy that I started this, because the goal, and I'm gonna say this now, the goal is for you guys to see that God can do anything, no matter what the condition, no matter what the circumstance. He can do it, and it's just all by our faith and by our trust. And so if you feel this way, stick with me and follow me as I follow Christ. Well, don't follow me like I'm a leader. I'm not a pastor. If you need a covering, you can always come to Word in Action Christian Center. But I just want to be a vessel. We are called to be vessels. And so this whole little series is for y'all to see a miracle. Because to be honest, I'm scared. And I'm just going to leave it there. Period. But we're going to keep moving forward. I didn't want to get too much into it. But I ended up going to Grand Valley. Shout out to the Lakers. Lakers for a lifetime. I ended up going there, but let's just let this out right here. Y'all, like, I don't know what the enemy had against me, but I was experiencing trial after trial after trial after trial, and I was still, moving forward. Right before I left for school, my oldest brother, Tony, who I mentioned earlier, he was murdered. And he was actually murdered the day he was supposed to take me to school. Because, you know, when you get to college, they got transitionals week. And that's when you know, make your friends, you know, you go to the parties, you know what I'm saying? I didn't get a chance to do that my freshman year because I lost my brother. And so that whole week, we were dealing with that, and everybody's like, you going? Little did they know, my brother, he had a talk with me even earlier that day. He was like, Asia, we need you to finish school. Like, you gotta do it. We depending on you. Not to put pressure on me, but to motivate me. Like, we believe in you. You got this. You know, you gotta pretty much like, Asia, you the one that's gonna change the name. Not saying that my brothers aren't successful. They're very successful, and I will leave their information in the description box too, so y'all can get hip. But pretty much what he was saying, he was like, Asia, you gotta do this. He was, I think in a way, God was kind of using him to show me, you gotta pick up this cross. Like, and I'm not trying to get emotional, because I love my brother. But that stuck with me because he was very sincere. At first, I'm like, why are we having this little lifetime moment? Like, I felt like, I'm like, are we recording a movie? But he was so serious. He was like, Asia, you got this. He called me fat girl. And that's PHT, pretty hot and thick.
Period.
But he called me fat. He was like, fat girl, you gotta do this. Like, we need you to finish school. You gotta finish. Don't give up. I know it's not easy, but he was just motivating me. And we're gonna move forward before I start crying. Yeah, at that moment, I made my mind. I'm like, yeah, I need to. And if anybody knows me personally, I love my family. I love my family so much. And that's what pushes me to do the things that I'm doing. Honestly, at the end of the day, it's God and my family. So, I made my mind up. Excuse me, not my mama. I made my mind up right then and there, and I'm like, I'm going to school. And then tragically, we lost him later on that night, and everybody was like, oh my God, Asia, are you going to go? And I'm looking at them like, are you stupid? I got to keep my word. And so I've always been somebody like, if I say I'm gonna do something, I'm gonna keep my word. I might not do it on time, but I'm gonna do it. Like, I'm dependable. That's one thing about me. And so I did it. It was hard the first year, even because everything was such a blur. Everything was such a blur. Like, when we lost him, I was just numb. I didn't have any feelings. I was just like, I'm still trying to accept that it's real. And what happened was, the week later, that next Saturday, was his funeral. And then that following day, I packed the truck, and my brothers and my dad took me to school. Like, whoo, like, now that I say it, I know what God is doing in this. And I'm very thankful that he pushed me to do this, because he's showing me my own strength. And so, like, how did I do that? How did I do that? All right, y'all. That's the end of the sneak peek. Be sure to tune in this Friday to see this full video. And I love you. Subscribe, comment, and click that notification bell before you go ahead now. All right. Bye.